The Wilderness is a wonderful place. I think it's a little too early to call the Wilderness boss rework success, but one thing is for sure, we've never seen more players doing Wilderness content. I'm someone who has always loved the Wilderness and PvP in general, and I've always tried to get people to take the journey across the ditch with me. And for the first time, my friends are willing to go, and even excited to. Now what happened? The Wilderness has always been about group activities and having mindless fun with friends. And even if the new Wilderness boss rework isn't perfect, it has done one thing: put group fun to the forefront of people's minds. Before this rework, if you wanted to do Wilderness content, why would you? The bosses were broken and the fights were unfair. But now, if you're in a clan chat, you can send one quick message and fight off PK and clans. That's even one of the best parts. Now that players who've never engaged in PvP combat have gotten their first taste of blood, they've realized getting a kill feels great. Players are getting used to attacking back, and now they don't have to die without a fight. But the changes in player thinking are the only important part of the update. The actual design of each of the new bosses is done elegantly, in my opinion. There are multiple reworks, but I want to focus on the Callisto/Artie one first. The two bosses use all three combat styles, utilize floor hazards, and require the use of freeze spells. Because of this, PvMers need to juggle multiple mechanics with the boss efficiently. These mechanics make the boss feel rewarding to kill as opposed to the old methods. Hold on, let me just jump in for a second. If you've never had the displeasure of killing the pre-rework bosses, let me break it down for you. Each boss required a complex system of movements to glitch out the boss so that they can't attack you. This was required because without doing that, you would take sometimes over 50 damage through prayer. And because these bosses were supposed to be killed in groups, they're all in multi. It was an awful experience to say the least. As I was saying, basically any changes from the old mechanics was an upgrade. But the new mechanics don't just make the PvMer feel better when killing it. They serve as an important distraction so that a PKer can get off a teleblock or a KO spec. Now this may sound bad, but there is a saving grace. This advantage the PKer gets is offset by the delay to enter the cave. A skilled player can easily teleport away before they get attacked. This push and pull keeps things balanced, or as balanced as things can be when placed into a fight you didn't want. Now if you do teleport away, there's a new advantage that these bosses have over the old versions. Artie is just north of the Ferox Enclave, and below 30 Wilderness. This means that if you do get attacked, it's extremely easy to reset and get back to killing the boss. This is important so PvMers don't get burned out from the boss the second one thing goes wrong. This again is directly opposed to the way the old bosses functioned. Remember those painfully complicated lures we talked about before? Now imagine right as you get the boss set up, you get attacked. Even if you survive, you wasted so much time just to even start killing the boss. The old Wilderness bosses were a test of mental fortitude, and not of your player skill. PvMers and PKers also got a few more nice things from the rework. Revenant weapon upgrades were added to the bosses, giving an interesting and unique, and providing higher efficiency when killing them. The Voidwaker was also added, and it's an incredibly powerful spec weapon that allows for PvMers to fight back extremely easily. This is a fun new tool for PKers, but they're less likely to risk it as if they get smited, they lose a hefty chunk of change. Overall, I think Jagex did a great job, and I think it's worth commending them for their effort. I've been having a blast so far with Callisto masses, solo bosses, and anti-PKing. Hopefully this trend of Wilderness boss updates continues, and for now, I remain hopeful. I'm looking to get more involved in my Discord and also make a clan chat in-game. If you're interested, leave a comment below.